So you get 2 names?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Just Niall.
Nice Manchester United fan. And I'm Liverpool fan.
Terrible. Welcome to this week's update. I'm here with Earth and Jam, who I'm going to introduce you to in a minute. There's lots of new faces here at Happy Doggo Land, so I'm going to do, this is a new video actually that we're doing. It's a new format. It's going to be a weekly roundup of everything that's happening. There's so much happening here at the moment that I think some people struggle to keep up. So this is going to be all the good news and the bad news and the tough challenges and the operations and behind the scenes of everything at Happy Doggo. Stay tuned, especially at the end. I've got wonderful news for 2 dogs who are getting adopted to really special places. That's coming soon. First thing I want to do is introduce you to some of the new faces here at Happy Doggo Land. I'm here on the site for Tina's hospital, and what better place to tell you about new staff than here. First person I want to tell you about is Tanya. Tanya has started, she's project manager for the hospital, so she's liaising with the architects, she's looking at building codes, she's the new road that's coming in, she's finding contractors, so she is the point person on the hospital now. She's leading a lot of teams both in New York and here locally, so wonderful to have her on board. Super talented, Thai speaking and perfect English, which is a huge benefit. It's a kind of a difficult role to bring everybody together. We also have Earth, who you saw at the start of the video. Earth is new video person who works with me directly, which is so exciting. I'm sure you probably noticed the quality of these videos is way better. I used to shoot them myself way before that. Lana used to shoot them. So Earth is professional video producer and he's really talented at his job. So he's come from Bangkok and he's got a wonderful dog called Yakult, little bulldog who he's brought with him. So he's a dog lover, obviously. And then you've probably seen Jam a lot in the videos. Jam is our animal care specialist, so it's wonderful to have her. She looks after the animals so well, and it's, I think the biggest giveaway there is how much the animals love her, so she's wonderful to have on board. We also have some other people which I'm going to introduce to you next week. One other thing that I get asked a lot on social media is, where do the wonderful names come from? Earth, Jam, they are nicknames. Thai people usually have quite long, hard to say names for, you know, for us foreigners, so they give themselves nicknames. So wonderful nicknames like Earth and Jam and Jang and Pam, and yeah, the nicknames are very useful for us to remember. I thought that it was you give it the nickname yourself, but that's not correct.
No. Usually when we birth, we have a full name, and then
what's your full name?
Virod.
Virod.
Yeah, Virod. That means light. Usually the parent like gave it to us when we born.
So you get 2 names?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's my tattoo. It say, "You mean the world to me." My mom, she gave me that name because like she said, "You mean the world to me."
Oh,
so it's Earth. Yeah. Beautiful.
Fantastic. Now, one thing that would help us massively, if you're enjoying this video and you'd like to see more, we're going to make them on a regular basis, this weekly update. Let us know what you think. Do you like it? Do you want more of these? More, well, like what type of info do you want? But one thing that would help us massively is to subscribe. It just changes the game for us. It lets more people see the dog content. So a little subscribe button helps us and the dogs so much. Oh, things are not good. Things are not good. We're flooded. We're totally flooded. I'm very lucky today because it's actually sunny, but it hasn't been sunny all week. We've entered what's called the monsoon season at the moment, which is rainy season. And the rain this week has been unbelievable. I mean, it's so bad. The dogs don't want to go outside. Humans, we have to go outside, unfortunately, because we have to look after the dogs, but the roads get washed away. As you can see from some of the videos we put in here, it is just so hard. It makes everything 10 times harder. I've got to go and feed the dogs in the rain. Hank doesn't want to walk. The floods, like it's not like, you know, it's not like the floods you've seen in Spain recently or stuff like that, but it can be. But it's like just sort of mini floods every day, like roads gets washed away and like so much heavy rain comes down in a short period of time. Everybody thinks that it's always sunny here, but I mean, if you look at the mountains and everything up there, it's so green. There's a reason why it's green, just like Ireland. It rains all the time. Well, it rains all the time in wet season. Now on Hope Avenue, I can tell you the one worry that we have this week is, well, it's not a worry because they've gone to the right place, but Matilda and Larry have gone to the big hospital. It's in a place called Hua Hin, which is about 500 kilometers away, 500 miles, and they've gone there for big operations. Matilda, she's got broken pelvis, ankles, ACL ruptured in her knee, so she's having huge operations. We sent her off. And Larry, we still couldn't find what's wrong with Larry after testing everything, so he's gone up there to have what I think is called an endoscope, which is the camera down his, like a human gets the camera down their throat, and he's getting I think an MRI scan as well. Cibils is looking after the conversations with the hospital, but those two dogs have gone to the hospital. They'll be there for at least 3 or 4 days, and then they'll be back. So very worrying for us, but also for the dogs. They're street dogs, they've never really been anywhere, and they've got these big long journeys to do and strange hospitals. But you know, humans we don't like going to the hospital either, so as in going to a human hospital ourselves. So it's annoying, it's not enjoyable, but it's the only chance they've got to, you know, save their lives and rehabilitate them, especially Matilda. So they'll be back, I would imagine, in next week's update, with any luck, with some good news. Now, 2 dogs that have come in recently that is really quite unusual. Well, it's not unusual, but it would be unusual for, you know, a pet owner or somebody in Europe. We have Big Mac and Jennifer Aniston, and they both have kidney failure. It's quite serious. We're trying to figure out how long they have left, so it's obviously sad. We think that Jennifer Aniston might, you know, she could get a year with a bit of luck. Big Mac might be a bit shorter, quite a bit shorter, but we're waiting. We're doing some medicines, and then we go back and do the second and the third blood tests and kidney test to see how it goes. But what we're doing with them at the moment is giving them every bit of love that we can. We're spoiling them rotten, and Big Mac is so beautiful. I've known him for 3 years on the streets, where he was a quiet, reserved dog, but since he's come in here now, yes, he's struggling with his health, but he started playing. He had the zoomies today. He's massively overweight from being fed in restaurants. He had the zoomies. He's been running. I've never seen him run in my life, but he's enjoying himself. And we can't save every dog, but we can give them a bit of a better life, I guess. And it's beautiful to see, even though it's sad. You got to make the most out of every situation. Hello, Big Big. Now, one of the dogs that absolutely, I can't explain how over the moon we are. Lionel Messi, 3 months ago he came in, and we've battled with Leo Messi with his legs. He's had the second operation, and about 3 weeks ago he had the full leg amputated. But his stitches have just come out, which is fantastic, and he loves his new not having his leg. He really understands the injury a lot better. He's running around, he's playing now. We just put him in with the soft gang, and to see him running full of life is just, it's one of the best feelings ever. Yes, he's lost a leg, but he's like a new dog. It's like he's been born again. So that's been 3 months of ongoing worry with Leo Messi, but so happy for him. That's probably the highlight of the week, seeing him running, to be honest. Another massive highlight for us this week was, well, it was a highlight for Cibils, I think, more than anything. No, we all enjoyed it. It was like Cibils' birthday, so we knew that she wouldn't want presents herself. She would just say no, but we brought her some wine anyway. But more exciting was going to see the disabled dog. She's got the new little like electric truck, which was so cool to see. So we went down and took all the disabled dogs to the beach, and it was just, it's very rare that you get a chance to sort of stop and enjoy the dogs, but it was a really enjoyable day to be down at the beach and just see the disabled dogs running up and down, because they're so well looked after by Cibils and her team, and to see them have a special day out and to see Cibils' face for her own birthday, magical. Now, what we try to do is we try to treat a lot of dogs here at Happy Doggo Land, but what we also have to do is balance that with dogs on the street. And a really good example was Jackson. He came into us with a semi-owned situation, I would say. His owner, he's not his owner, but it's his carer or his guardian in the community. He's a real dog lover, but the man works from 5 in the morning till 10 at night. He's not there, but he does feed the dog, and he feeds a few of the street dogs. So Jackson, as you can see in the videos, came into us. He had, basically, we think it was a small either cut or a bite maybe that happened about a month or 2 ago, but it got deeply infected, really nasty, and the man didn't know how to deal with it. So we're very lucky. We brought him to the vets, got it cleaned up, and it was so bad he did need to stay here for, I think he was here maybe 6 days, 5, 6, 7, something like that. But that was just enough to get him much better, and then we dropped him back with with the medicines, with Jam, who I explained to you earlier is our animal care specialist here. And it's lovely because she was able to bring the medicines and explain everything to the man. Man was delighted. And the reason we probably would have kept Jackson 3 or 4 more days, but Jackson missed it so much. He tolerated being here, but he was really sad not being at home. He was delighted to get home. So that's an ideal situation. A guardian in the community, we fix the dog and do the heavy lifting, and then it goes back with the medicines, and dog is healthy, happy, everybody's a winner.
Bye-bye. See you next time.
We can fix a lot of the street dogs here, you know. We've got, I think, 18 at the moment. We sterilize dogs, we provide food for 1,000 dogs every day, but to really change the game, in my opinion, we need to reach millions of people across Thailand. And we're not going to do that with English YouTube videos, even though you're hopefully enjoying watching this. We're not going to do this with English Instagram. What we've been doing is building up the team in our new offices to create Thai social media content. We're going to have the best social media content in the world for dogs in Thai, which is going to be so exciting. I used to work in social media, but I can certainly give some pointers, but what's much more important and why the whole team we're meeting is it has to come from Thai people. So it's going to be maybe focused on some heroes, making heroes out of Thai people who are dog lovers. There's going to be rescues, there's going to be educational stuff. So we think we can change the opinion of millions of people in Thailand with Thai social media content. So we've been starting the planning on that this week, which you can see in the offices, which is exciting. It's daunting to try and reach millions of people across Thailand in a language I don't speak, but we'll do it because we've got brilliant people. Best news of all, save the best for last, was Bowie, who you will know as the husky who came in and had the puppies, and Prince. Terrible state when they came in, abandoned by their owners. Super hot here in Thailand, not the weather for huskies or Samoyeds, I can never say that word, the type of breed that they are. Way too hot. The great news for them, we found them 2 homes. So Prince is going to Wales, he's going to become the Prince of Wales. He's travelling over there, and Bowie is going to Germany. So she's had her puppies, she's been sterilised, they've all been rehomed, Prince is sterilised. What started 4 months ago as a really tough situation for 2 abandoned huskies on the island, who their owners just left them behind. That's how they started when they came here down Hope Avenue. And they're going to be leaving in, I think, about 6 weeks, 2 months, to homes in Wales and Germany. So I think that's a good way to end the video with some unbelievably positive news. If you enjoyed this, you can like, comment, tell us any feedback, and subscribe would be a massive help.